The story begins. In 2008, a terrifying disease suddenly started spreading in Scotland, named the Ripper virus. It was no ordinary virus. It was microscopic, a tiny, invisible demon killing people rapidly. Fear of this virus began spreading in the city of Glasgow. There was neither a cure nor a vaccine. Within the first week, thousands of people died. The government officials in London realized that if they did nothing, the world could be completely destroyed. Hence, they made a very difficult decision. They imposed martial law and filled the streets with soldiers. The government's plan had become extremely strange and terrifying. They decided to build a massive 30-foot-high steel wall around Scotland, following the old Roman border, splitting Britain into two parts. Scotland was completely sealed. Mines were placed in the sea, and flying planes were prohibited. The area inside the wall became a quarantine zone, housing the majority of infected people who were left to die without treatment. As the wall's door was about to close, every person in the quarantine zone tried desperately to escape, hoping to survive. Soldiers did not allow anyone to pass. Amid this chaos, a frantic woman is seen trying to save her daughter. She runs to a helicopter, begging a soldier, "Please, my daughter is not infected. Take her away." The soldier responds that there is no room on the helicopter. The mother hands over a note with her home address, hoping that one day she and her daughter might reunite. Inside the quarantine zone, food and essential supplies slowly ran out. People began fighting each other to survive. Streets were filled with blood, fire, and corpses. After some time, even the lights went out. The outside world assumed that everyone in Scotland had died, turning the quarantine zone into a ghostly story. However, 27 years later, in 2035, the world has forgotten the quarantine zone. Britain's condition has worsened. People are hungry and unemployed. We meet the little girl who survived, now named Eden, a major in domestic security. She has become a skilled soldier with one artificial eye, lost in the quarantine zone. Eden is seen conducting a raid on a boat, chasing a slave trader through dark, dangerous paths. One of her comrades is accidentally shot, and Eden mercilessly kills the enemy. After the mission, Eden's boss, Chief Nelson, looks sad, holding the same address given to her by her mother 27 years ago. Eden has no memory of her mother's face. The address is inside the quarantine zone, and entering it is forbidden. Nelson tells her not to lose hope. She will have a chance one day. Suddenly, news arrives that the virus has re-emerged in London. People are dying rapidly with bloodshot eyes and strange wounds. Panic spreads through the government. The Prime Minister considers locking down London, but is advised by his secretary, Canaris, to let people die to save the economy. Canaris reveals that he had been monitoring Scotland's quarantine zone for years, showing satellite images proving that people there are still alive. They may have found a cure, and the government must send a team inside to retrieve it within 48 hours before London is destroyed. Eden is selected for this suicide mission, hoping she might find her mother. Her task: locate Dr. Marcus Kane's lab inside Glasgow. Kane had been working on the cure before the quarantine zone was established, remaining inside to help survivors. Eden arrives at the fortified wall with her team, equipped with scientists, entering the devastated city in a war tank. Glasgow is a ruin, littered with dead bodies and destroyed buildings. They notice living animals, suggesting survivors exist. The team reaches the old hospital, now a desolate ruin. While investigating, they discover Kane's recordings from 21 years ago, revealing the horrifying conditions when people resorted to cannibalism. Their driver finds a frightened girl and decides to help her. but she turns out to be a trap, part of a savage gang that hunts humans. The gang captures Eden and her scientist, taking them to a headquarters. The gang leader, Saul, questions Eden, but she explains her mission to retrieve the cure. Saul laughs, revealing Dr. Kane is his father and has been lying about the world outside being dead. Saul celebrates with his gang, killing Eden's scientist companion. Eden escapes, freeing Kelly, Kane's daughter and Saul's sister, who guides her to Kane's castle in the mountains. They are ambushed by Viper, Saul's deadly ally. Eden, fully trained, defeats her. The four escape and are chased by the gang on vehicles. In a high-speed train escape, they reach a cave where Kane resides, like a medieval king. Eden pleads for the cure, but Kane reveals he never developed one. Survivors survived through natural immunity. The virus is nature's way of strengthening humanity. Eden fights in Kane's arena, defeating heavily armored soldiers and surviving. Meanwhile, her friends plant explosives and save her life. They find a silver Bentley racing car, escape the castle, and contact Chief Nelson, revealing that no cure exists yet. However, they can create a vaccine using Kelly's blood, the key to humanity's salvation. Canaris attempts to steal the vaccine for power, but Eden records his confession, ensuring justice. Nelson broadcasts the recordings, exposing Canaris. The vaccine is produced, saving many lives. Post-credit scenes show the gang's headquarters destroyed, with Saul killed. Eden brings Saul's severed head, establishing a new